Hello, everybody. So we are on page 42 of our medical binder journal. Okay. Now, this is financial monthly bills. And you're like, we're talking about medical. Why are we talking about my finances? Because what are you going to do? You fell and you hurt your hip and you've got to go to rehab. Who's going to pay your bills? Who's going to help you? Are you going to remember to pay everything while you're there? Or are you going to need help? Even if you can pay everything while you're there, this is going to help you be sure you didn't miss anything. Okay? Because it's going to be easy to miss. All right? Now, I'm going to use these two right here. Okay? You can use these if you want. You don't have to. You can shove it all in one sleeve. You can just go sleeve by sleeve. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm not using this one, but I'm taking this one right here and I'm putting it in the binder. This is right after the to-go bag. Okay, this one's gonna go in after all the financials. Okay, I don't know where these hiccups or whatever are coming from. I apologize. So, page 42, I have monthly bills. Okay, I also have communication and tech under there. So, housing and utilities is your rent, property tax, homeowner insurance, HOM fees, and all your extras. Now, I did put landline phone on there because some of you still have a landline phone. Okay. Cell phone's in a different spot. All right. Under communication tech, we've got cell phone, cloud storage, softwares like subscriptions, Microsoft, Adobe, website hosting, domain fees, and stuff. Okay. Now you're all like, well, I don't have all that. Well, you don't, but I'm sure you've got rent or a mortgage. Okay. And what you're going to do with those is you're going to put you'll be able to hear me, the amount, the due date, and is it on auto pay? How many of you have some of your stuff on auto pay? We have our car insurance on auto pay. My husband has a lot of things in his account on auto pay, which means it's automatically coming out whether the money's there or not. So if you have direct deposit, you don't have a whole lot to worry about if everything's on auto pay. However, if you do not and you get a check, it's your responsibility, whether you're in the hospital, rehab, wherever you're at, to be sure that the check gets in the bank. I drove 45 minutes one way from my house to get a check for somebody, take it to their facility, which turned out to be an hour from their house, and another 15 minutes back to mine. So, if you can get direct deposit, it's going to make your life and the people taking care of you, their life, a lot easier. Okay? Any notes over here? All right, same thing down here with all this tech stuff. Okay. I hope I'm clear on that one. Now, like I said, if you want to take all these other pages and put them right in there all at once, you can. Now, I'm going to put this one on the back page of there. Okay. This is transportation. This is the bill type, the amount due, the due date. Is it on auto pay? Okay. And notes. We've got car payment. Not seeing it. Auto insurance, AAA, roadside assistance, gas, TV, public TV. That does not say TV. That says EV charging. And that is for those of you that have an electric car. Okay. Public transportation pass, parking fees, vehicle maintenance, ATV payments, insurance, other. Okay. Some of you are like, what? Yes. People have all these bills. Okay. So I am going to stick this one right in the back of the first page. Okay. Now I've got health and medical. Okay. These are all going to be the same across the board. Amount, due date, auto pay, and notes. Okay. So we have health insurance, dental, vision, prescription medications. There may not be room there. There's room here. There's lots of room on the back. Just write more on the back. Okay. Now, you may not choose to write that. You might just choose to write the amount because we've already written out the medications. Okay. So you really only need to write the amount there. Medical device rentals. Sometimes you rent a scooter. Sometimes you rent, um, there's a company that'll come in and set you up with a device that the doctors, it's kind of like an Alexa, but not. Um, it's like a tell you something. Okay, that could be a rental. All right. Uh, Telehealth subscriptions, gym memberships, and wellness. Okay, that's this page right here. Now you're like, well, I don't want people knowing my medical stuff and with my, I don't want people knowing my financial and with my medical. Well, you know what? You could take this financial stuff and do it and put it in a whole separate binder. That way you would have it. Okay, I have another binder down here. All right. I theoretically could take this financial stuff and put it right in there and write financial on it and put it in a different place than my medical. I'm choosing to take all my medical and my monthly bills and medical and financial, just putting it all together. If you want it separate because you're not comfortable with that, again, you do you, make it separate, put it in a different place. But I still highly 100% suggest you do this. We've got food and household. Some people don't realize how much they spend on that every month. Okay. We've got isn't working for me, is it? I had it going on there for a minute, didn't I? All right. Groceries, meal delivery services, dining out, household supplies, and pet supplies. Food and supplies. Okay. So if somebody is having to take care of your animals while they're gone, while you're out, whether you're giving them the money or whether they're just taking care of you or whatnot, they're gonna need to know how much they need. All right. My aunt, my dad, cousin of mine, they all used to send me to do stuff for them. And I didn't mind, but if I didn't have the money, I would always have to ask, well, how much is it? And unfortunately, I'm going to need your card because I don't have enough. Okay. Financial obligations. Okay. Credit cards, personal loans, student loans, alimony, child support, savings, investments, contribution, emergency fund deposit. Now, we talked about that emergency card that you're sliding in there, the prepaid one or the gift cards. That is different. Some people have an emergency fund set aside. Now, that might not be exactly what they call it. It could be the good language, oh no fund. Okay. Which means that they are saving for whatever might come their way in life. Okay. Sticking that one in there. Now we've got subscriptions and memberships. You're like, I'm 9 years old. I'm not subscribed to anything. Well, let's make sure. Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Apple Music, news magazine, newspaper, Amazon Prime, other similar ones, professional memberships, AARP, union dues, religious charitable donations. Okay, and again, we're on, amount, due date, auto pay, and notes. All right. You're like, well, none of that applies to me. I don't have any of that. Then don't print it. This stuff doesn't apply to you. Then don't use it. But I put it out there because I know that so many people use it. All right, we've got 2 more pages of this. Caregiving and support. Now, again, amount, due date, auto pay, no. Elder care services, in-home care wages, in-home care expenses, adult daycare, child daycare, school tuition, extracurriculars, child allowance, and tutoring. Okay, this page here can hit on so many different things. Again, you do you. Okay, if you got to put down what you have going on in your life. All right, and again, this is the financial end of it. All right, now, 1 more page, and then I'm going to give 1 more suggestion for this. Extras. Okay. Entertainment, travel, savings, hobbies, school, class, clothing, gifts. Whatever your extras are. It could be trains, it could be 4-wheelers, it could be going to the church potluck dinner. Then you need to set aside money to make the ingredients. All right. There's that one. I'm going to set this right inside here. Okay. If you have other expenses that I did not come up with, just write them down there. Okay. Now, this is what we've got. All right. Mine is going in my binder. Okay. I showed you that you could put them in another binder and label it financial. Now, the other thing that you could do is put it in the folder. Remember that 25-cent folder we got back there? Okay. You could go ahead and put these in the folder, write financial on it, and then you could put it in the back of your binder. And you could just make a notation somewhere that that's what it is. You could write right on here financial. You can do whatever works best for you. Okay. And me keeping it all in one is what's going to work best for me. But if you're skittish about having your financial in with your medical, then feel free to put it somewhere else. Okay. And then I'm going to take my last one and I'm going to stick it in the back. Stick it right back here at the end of those. Actually, no, I'm not. Because we have some more financial coming. It's just not part of it. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is take one of these tabs and put it in there. All right, I think that's what I am going to do. I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to put it in next. And that's it for this one. Peace.